Let's look at the analysis of what goes on for the salaries of CM Punk and John Cena. CM Punk left WWE, and believe it or not, the main reason is money. Everything in this world is about money. See on your screen now, John Cena is a 3 million per annum guy, and if I go to CM Punk, who says that I'm as good as John Cena, who says that my merchandise sale was as good as John Cena at some time, he's at 3.25% bonus and half the salary and half the commission. This is something which I guess frustrated CM Punk, and he left the WWE. But the real question he has to ask to himself that can he get more money greater than 1.7 million if he goes out and work for UFC or other place. I guess based on his understanding, he has done the calculation, and I guess he's expecting somewhere around 2.5 million. I'm not sure, but something like that is just running through the mind of CM Punk now. What this would mean for the WWE, if you observe the share price of WWE for the last 5 years, they spiked up, but overall they are going down. I'm not sure how this would go, but WWE is a public company and they've got huge equity now. If you look at the Wikipedia page, they have like 250 million of total equity. They've got 508 million of sales. That huge number, but I don't know where they are using all that money. If I can roam around in the 10k to find that out, but 2.8 million is quite a less number. But I can tell that out of the 508 million, the salaries of people goes to around 50 million when they are playing like 3 million to John Cena and 1 million to all these people. So just in the top 10 wrestlers, they might be getting around 30 to 40 million US dollar. So I guess now the question comes, what is this UFC and how are they going to turn that up? Now the first thing is that UFC is co-owned by people. It's a limited liability company. It's not a public company. It's much more regulated, much more opaque in terms of the things that they have. So I doubt how things would go here, but if they are paying CM Punk a lot less money or even the same money and giving him a better life, then I guess CM Punk might be doing it right. So when we look at that, we might guess that. So I guess the idea of any wrestler is to move up and get into the top 5 club, and at time you might believe that that's only possible when you go to movies. Dwayne did that, and CM Punk is also thinking about the same, I guess. But that's what is running into his mind, maybe. So that was the story about CM Punk. I think his podcast was just to get him famous, just to increase these numbers a little more, just to have a more better bargain with the UFC. Because when I Google and when I see what's going on with CM Punk, I get to know that he's still bargaining with UFC. So that depends on how he market himself and how he makes that podcast go wild about his controversies with WWE. Many of the people, fan following, would move to the UFC, but it's really interesting to see how that would go good with UFC. But this is the crux of the story. Had WWE negotiated that, and they would have given him like 2.5 million or 3 million, something close to John Cena, maybe he would not have left. So that's all the reason, and all the things that's just a showbiz, that he had to work hard or he was not getting time off. Just pay the guy double the money and his all complaints would go. So because that is where he was comparing it down now. The person who was less paid with CM Punk or equally paid with CM Punk was the Big Show, 1.5 million, and CM Punk might think that why am I in the leagues of the Big Shows and these people who were not as famous as I am, or Sheamus. So why am I in this league and why I'm not in the Randy Orton league? So that was CM Punk might be thinking. So it's all about the money that is being poured into this business. 500 million US dollar is what these is what WWE is taking from people, and Vince McMahon is the chairman and the CEO, and he has to think on whether he can afford that, because another 1 million from this net income goes out, and his net income goes to 1/3. But really, net income don't value in the valuation. It's all about the future expected cash flows and the sales multiple. So I don't know how they might be looking at that. So that was about the Corp Fin analysis and the financial aspects on the corporate finance side. I hope you found this interesting about what's going on in the wrestling world and its correlation with the corporate finance.